bistro, all those things. And they have lots of activities during the week. So anybody moving in, if they're at all interested in socializing, it'll be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Comfort Life. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading retirement communities and care providers to uncover insights to community lifestyle, care, culture, and leadership. This includes insights from residents, family members, and administration. This is the Comfort Life Insider Perspective.
They are so well taken care of. That's what I really like. I know somebody's always there to look after a fall or anything like that. The marketer, Susie, she is beyond belief. She does everything and she does it very well. Well, my mother fell and she broke her ankle, but they didn't know it until I took her to emergency. But Susie had her breakfast there that morning. She just goes above and beyond to look after the residents. Just she sits at the front desk and everybody sees her. It has hardwood floor, well, some kind of flooring instead of carpet, which is excellent for wheelchair, walker, whatever. And since they moved in there, they've both been using a walker. Now my dad needs to be portered to meals, but they have favorite waitresses, favorite home care girls. And the place is so clean, and just can't say enough. My parents moved there mostly because of my mother's friends and neighbors had been there before her. And she didn't look at anything else. I'm moving to River Ridge. Okay. Now she has more friends there that she knew years ago and she reconnected. My parents, unfortunately, don't partake in much. Their mother was a bridge player, but she feels she's too old now. My father, he's he's a social guy with the family, but he really doesn't go. He visits with everyone when he's at dinner or supper, but not friends wise. There was nothing for him. But mother is just she's blossoming because she loves to chat. They have now started live music once a week or once every couple weeks, and they really enjoy that. Well, it started when my mother broke her ankle accidentally, and they have went above and beyond caring for her. And within the last month, my father has deteriorated somewhat. He's reminiscing. I mean, he knows everybody, but he's reminiscing. And home care has started to take care of him. And my mother can't say enough at how well they treat him and look after him. He's going to be 97 in a couple weeks. And my mother is just about 93. So moving for them was a big thing this stage in their life. It's taken the stress off. They both were concerned about their yard, snow shoveling, and mother was getting very tired of cooking. So moving has given them the relief of the pressure of homeowning, if that makes sense. They just both seem very at ease. Um, they're not fretting, as I say, about things in the home. So it's just nice. They know what lunchtime, mealtime is. I don't know. They just seem more relaxed, both of them. So that's about all I can say about it. Everyone is so nice compassionate. They're just, they're helpful, they're kind. It's been a very nice place for my parents to be. I for being the daughter, I know that they're well taken care of, and I don't have to worry. Well, in some ways, I've become more of a caregiver than I was before they moved because pay the bills. Because of COVID, it was difficult to go to the bank, do this, do that. And my mother drove when she moved there. And so when her license came due in November, they said because of COVID, she could wait 6 months before taking her test again. And she just thought about it. And so she gave up her car and her license. Um, so for me, I feel confident because they have the emergency call bells, they have the wristwatch, they have the wall thing. And at first they didn't use it, but in the last 3 months, they've had to use it on several occasions. And, but I just feel at ease because they're not, somebody's there to look after them. I'd like to tell them that they should have no qualms about the care they're going to receive there. Um, because of COVID, it's so difficult. The amenities at River Ridge before this pandemic were just fabulous. The little bistro, all those things, and they have lots of activities during the week. So anybody moving in, if they're at all interested in socializing, it'll be wonderful. Well, I, I think I would research more. Um, I mean, my mother had made the choice, but for instance, for my in laws, I wanted them to check out everything because that's the type of, they wanted to do that. Price wasn't what does come into play somewhat, but there's so many things that are offered for seniors besides, I mean, moving is one thing, but it's the care, it's what the government chooses to pay for. There's so much paperwork, but it's worth it. My mother, over the years, the last five, had had friends and neighbors, and she always went to visit, and she loved the feeling she got when she went there. That's why she chose it, because she found, she sort of scoped it out before she ever decided to move in. So she knew lots about it before she made the choice. It all sort of happened fast. My parents asked to speak to me. We've decided we need to move. Well, then it was put the house up for sale, empty the house, blah, blah, blah. It was time consuming at this time of year last year, but it was went very smoothly, very, very smoothly. Um, I must say that the atmosphere, the where it's situated, it is just a beauty. The scenery, you know, even when they sit and have dinner in the dining room, and the view they have is fabulous. From the north side, I see people sit. They have tables and chairs sitting, and some couches and things, but they have a view of the river. They have the river hills. They have, um, well, they can see the Trans Canada Highway, but it's just kind of majestic in a way because it's not flat prairie. It's not just grass. The view is just multifaceted. It's just really nice. Um, it went very smoothly because my brother and I, well, the Susie at the front desk said, "We have this company, if you so choose to use it, that would help in loading up your mother and father's belongings and taking them." And we did hire them, and it was seamless. They were in and out of there with the furniture we'd chosen to take. They were in and out of our house in my parents' house in about just under an hour, and they were great. The rest of it was easy for me. I just made some phone calls. I had a little book. I kept all the phone calls that needed to, insurance, telephone, all that kind of stuff. I had it all in my head and ordered before they moved, so I knew what was going on. the day they the day after they moved in, there was the most beautiful set of embroidered um, bath towels with candies and ribbons, and it was all embroidered with River Ridge. They were beautiful towels, just so nice, and that was a surprise for them. No, I don't believe I would. It was seamless. It was easy, easy, easy. They made it easy. They told us what door to come in, what everything was taken care of. It was simple.
For more information about this community, you can visit their profile at comfortlife.ca.